Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley Kia in Pueblo, Colorado, and today I have a treat for you. I have a 2023 Kia K5 EX with the premium package. This car is in everlasting silver with the ash blue interior, and it is an amazing car. Let me point out right away that this video might be a little longer just because of all the features in the premium package, so I just want to get you guys prepared for that, and we will go through as many of them as I can. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please like and subscribe. It definitely does help. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I am kind of chugging along. I think I have 240 more to go, give or take. So again, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I definitely do appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching. Right away, my favorite feature of these new Kias are the daytime running lights. I don't care which model, all of them have good daytime running lights, and I really love that amber V style on the K5. It almost looks like a cursive V. That is something I really do love, along with the tiger eye lights and the tiger nose grille. You have them kind of centered right there, and you have Kia's script badging right there on the hood. I definitely do love this car. I love the way that how it looks. I love how it's angled, and the K5 is kind of a hybrid between the Stinger and the old Optima. That's kind of the design elements of the vehicle, and they are really cool. Look at those wheels. I really do like how these wheels are. I've grown to like car wheels more and more as I'm in this job. Not really a big car guy, but I've grown to like these wheels. Kind of coming along to the back, the K5 is Kia's sedan. It's kind of our flagship sedan, replacing the Optima a couple of years ago. Right in the back here, you have the script badging right there on the center. You have K5 there on the left, and I do like that they have gone away from the actual badging on the right hand side, so there is no badging right there like it used to be, but I really like that. All right, taking a look over here, you have the pop out trunk. I'm sorry, not trunk, or what am I saying? The pop out gas cap. So as long as the car is unlocked, that gas cap will pop open. If the car is locked, the gas cap does not pop open. One thing here on the K5, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about. That's why I kind of paused there, but it's the trunk feature. So this EX Premium does have an auto liftgate trunk. So if the car is off and you stand next to the trunk for about 15 seconds, you're going to hear it beep and the trunk is going to lift. I actually have the car on right now because I want it to be nice and cool when I get on the inside, because it is 90 degrees at 6:30 in the afternoon right now. So one other way to open the trunk is right there. You have the little button next to the camera. Pop that guy, and it pops open. Very big, spacious trunk. And then you also have the pull tabs right here for pass-through. That way those seats over there do fold down, and then you have that pass-through. Super roomy, super spacious. Everybody loves a big trunk, and the K5 does not disappoint. Super easy to close. You just right there. A little bit of force and gravity does the rest. All right, now again, this is a premium package, so this one has the added, what is it, $3,600. So $3,600 for the EX premium package. See, we get the window sticker right there. So what does that all include? Well, that includes the Bose premium audio with active sound, the forward collision avoidance assist, the nav smart cruise control with stop and go, surround view monitor, and highway driving assist, parking distance warning, parking collision avoidance, reverse, memory drive seats and front power passenger seat, heated steering wheel, and power folding mirrors, which a lot of people So I'm surprised a lot of people like the power folding mirrors. That's been a deal breaker on a lot of deals that I've done with cars that didn't have them. So a lot of people really love the power folding mirrors. LED rear combination lights and auto up down rear passenger windows. So all of that for $3,600. And then this is an EX, so it's a little bit more prestigious than the GT line. So let's take a step inside. Let's take a look and see why that is. So again, this has that ash blue interior, so super light interior. I like a darker interior, I'm not gonna lie. So this is not my favorite, but there is a lid for every pot. I really love this wood grain right here, even though it's you know, a little synthetic, I'm not gonna lie, but it's definitely a nice added touch, and it really does complement the car no matter which car you're in. Let's take a look over the shoulder there. So that's kind of your driver's cockpit and what it would look like. Super cool. I really do love how spacious these Kias are. I am in the back seat and I have plenty of legroom. I am 5'9", 5'10", and I definitely have plenty of knee space here. You have a mat pocket right there. You have air for your back passengers along with the 2 USB ports, and then you have the, I'll show it in a second, but the big panoramic roof which comes all the way to the back passengers. But you have the fold down cup holders and armrest. Not too shabby. You do have child seat locks down here, the little anchor locks for child seats, and there's a little metal hook right there so you can hook your car seats into that. And then you have the little top hook back there for that as well, and you have that in each seat behind me. Super spacious, super roomy. You can definitely take long drives in this thing and not be disappointed whatsoever. And this ash blue material really does complement the outside of the car. It really does. Alright, let's go to my favorite spot, which is the driver's seat. That's kind of where I spend the majority of my time. Super easy to get in and out of. Super easy to do that. I have the key in my pocket, so that's why it's beeping, but you do have this button right here on the door. So what that button does is you have a 2-press auto unlock. I have it set for that. So if you press it twice, it'll unlock all the doors. If you press it twice again, it'll lock all the doors. If you press it once, it'll just unlock the driver's door. So super easy to use, and I wear jackets, so I like to keep my keys in my jacket pocket. I really don't ever take my keys out of my pocket when driving my Kia, and this EX does have that feature as well. I'm gonna really focus on the mirror right here real quick. If you see the little etching right there, that etching is the blind spot detector. So if someone's in your blind spot, it'll highlight yellow, those 2 little cars right there, and then if someone is in your blind spot and you're using your turn signal, it'll actually beep at you as well. So let's take a look at the cabin. So I'm going to start with the door because I like to go from left to right. It's just a natural progression of things. And so right away, right on the door in kind of biggish letters, you see Bose. So this car has some bass to it. Really cool sounding car. I would actually let you guys listen to it, but sometimes YouTube doesn't like that. You have your child locks and window locks right there for that. You have your one-touch buttons for your windows, lock and unlock, and then you have your mirrors that can fold in, and then your directional for your mirrors right there as well. Like I said, you have power seats on the driver and passenger side in the premium. And then getting into the car, hopefully you can hear me better now that I'm out of the slight wind. Getting into the car, right here on your left-hand panel, you see your illumination, your lane keep assist, and your traction control, and then you can also pop the trunk from here as well. So the illumination button, which is this button right here, it literally illuminates the dash. So I like it super bright, and then it'll illuminate your infotainment system right there as well. So this vehicle does have the automatic turn off included in this. So if you're sitting for a while, it does give you like a 30-minute countdown, which you can change, so you don't actually have to stay at a half hour. You can make it different intervals, which Kia added a couple, I think 1 year ago. I think it was in the 2021s. I'm sorry, oh no, 2 years ago. It was in the 2021s. We're already on 2023. Your miles till empty is right there at the top. So this car has 416 miles till empty on a full tank of gas. It's been driven 11 miles on the bottom little right hand side of the center screen. And then again, it is 90 degrees outside, and it's what, 6:30? It's almost 7. If you take a look at the time right there, it is 6:53. So moving along, you have your auto lights, which I love. Just set your lights on auto, then your lights will turn on and off as the sun goes up and down, and then you'll run your daytime running lights. You have your voice assistant, which is also your Siri or your Bixby, depending upon what AI you use for your smartphone. Accept a call, decline a call, volume, tuner controls, modes. Modes are kind of cool. So when you press modes, you're going to see that it's going to give you your audio options. So do you use Bluetooth? Do you use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Do you like sounds of nature? USB music on your phone, if you still use that AM, FM, and Sirius radio. You can set which ones you like. Like, let's say you listen to Sirius, you listen to phone projection, and then, I don't know, let's go Bluetooth. So those three would now be active. And then when you press mode, you can cycle through those three types of music. So pretty neat. Over here, this is where I get a lot of questions on the car, like, hey Vince, what does these two buttons do? Not this button so much, but this is adaptive cruise control. So you can set car lengths instead of miles per hour. So if you want to be 3 or 4 car lengths, you can set it for 3 or 4 car lengths. And then if they do 100, you do 100. If they slow down to 5 miles an hour, you will slow down as well. Then you have your classic cruise control right there. You have your 2 pages button, and this is the button I get a lot of questions on. Even after I sell a car, which I go over just like I'm doing now, but you press this button and it'll change this center console going from left to right. And then your toggle switch right there, toggle switch will move that guy up and down. So this is where your trip info is, your accumulated info, your drive mode. Again, if you press the 2 pages, you go left to right. So you can go here to your lane keep assist icon, your attention level. You go one more, you should have your tire pressure, and then your speedometer. A lot of people love the speedometer right there. Oops. A lot of people love that speedometer right there. It's just something, even though you have your speedometer over here, people like that digital readout. And so again, you have your speedometer over here, and then you also have your gas gauge right there, fuel gauge. Not too shabby. This guy right here is lane forward assist. So lane forward assist, if you take a look at the left hand side right above the 90-degree mark, you press lane forward assist, and then that little steering wheel pops on. It'll do that every time. You'll have to press that every time you start the car if you want to use it. What it does is up here in this little box is like a combination of, I believe it's radar and LiDAR. It's some kind of R, and it will send out a beam in front of you, and it'll follow the cars in front of you. And let's say you're like on a 2-lane road, or it's having trouble reading the lines, it'll keep you in a lane. So it's part of the lane keep assist, but it's lane follow assist. It works very well if there's a car in front of you, because that's what it's going to follow if you have, not the greatest of lines to stay between. And again, you can turn that off and on just by clicking this little button here. Personally, I try and turn it on every time I can, because it does move you into the lanes too. So it kind of works that way as well. So coming to my favorite part is the infotainment system. I love what Kia has done with their infotainment system the last couple of years, just kind of integrating it into the center console. It's kind of one solid piece with that glossy piano black there. But I just like what it is, how it works. It's pretty interactive without being too complicated. So if you're one of those people that do not like touchscreen, you do have buttons along the sides for radio, media, the tracks, all that kind of stuff. But this is kind of designed to be a touchscreen. So if you slide it to the left, you access your main menu. That goes into your navigation, your map. Kind of cool. You also have this little arrow right here. If you see this little arrow, you can press it, and then it opens up the tri-screen. So you have, Sirius XM. If you have your phone connected, it'll be the weather, your calendar, compass, time. I never understood why it gives you double maps, but double maps. And then if you ever want to go big screen, you just press that guy back in there. Kind of cool. Little house takes you home, so I always say the little house takes you home. Take you back to your main screen here. Phone projection is going to be Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you have a USB cable, this guy still has the USB cable needed for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then you just plug it into this USB port right there in the center. We can spend hours kind of going through every single setting, but I do want to point out setup and then vehicle. And then inside setup and vehicle, this is kind of where you want to customize your car. You can customize the driver assistance, the drive mode. So active, you can do drive mode alerts, and you can customize your custom mode. That way you can manipulate how you want your powertrain to react. Like I said, you could spend an hour customizing all of this stuff. Just going to go back one step, little arrow takes you back. I kind of blew right over driver assistance, but driver assistance here, you have your convenience, your forward safety, attention warnings. If you touch and click these little guys, it will tell you and show you things that you can do, like surround view, monitor, auto on. I actually do like that. So what that's going to do is automatically activate surround view monitor when parking distance warning activates. So that way it shows you what's about to happen or what you are doing in the screen here regarding your cameras. Blind spot safety, you can just do the safe exit assist, the active assist, so provides a warning, and vehicle control at a risk of a blind spot collision detected. So that's kind of cool. It's going to help you avoid accidents. You'd be surprised how many people don't like this kind of stuff. That's why you can mix and match. You can set it to warnings only. You can take it off completely. You could put it on full assist. It's all right there. Little arrow takes you back. So it takes you back here. So I didn't really mean to blow through that, but you can see different things. Convenience has got your rear occupancy alert. A lot of people like to turn that off, me included, because I don't have little ones that may get locked back there. This is also, if your wireless phone charger isn't working, you can make sure that is set to on. You have the 2 press options for your locking of the doors, your smart trunk, like I was saying earlier. Headlight delay, high beam assist, which is really cool. So if you are driving towards a car at night and your high beams are on and you have to high beam assist, it'll reduce the glare for that. So that's kind of cool. Seat options, climate control, so you can kind of set, like I said, you can spend a lot of time configuring this car the way you want it. I'm going to go back another step. One thing I would strongly recommend before doing all of that is going to user profile and setting up your profile. So you can have 2 profiles and then also like a guest profile. So if you click like driver 1, you can name driver, make a profile, link your Kia Connect account, which is very important. Kia Connect is actually very, very useful now with our app. You can do auto climate, remote start. If you have an EV, remote charging. You can track your vehicle, like if it's stolen. Like there's a lot of cool stuff in Kia Connect right now. I used to not really be a terrible fan of our app, but I actually really do enjoy Kia Connect. Right there, there's Kia Connect there. So when you press it, it'll go right into activate service. So your salesman should be having you do this when you buy the car, because that way you get all set up. Little house takes you home, like I said, and that'll take me back to my main screen. Again, you can play with all of this stuff, but I'm not gonna kind of go in that further. If you ever want to set the time, just touch it, and then it'll take you to your time settings, and then you can just manipulate that however you want. Like I said, a complete touchscreen. Alright, so you have your center vents right here, which are, they blow good air. You got your physical buttons here for your climate. Super cool, super cold, I love that. Dual climate control, you have your front defrosters, rear defrosters. You could turn the whole climate off if you want by pressing off, and then just a touch of a button turns it back on. Make sure you have AC on and it's in amber. Some people say, hey, my air conditioning is not working. Well, you don't have it turned on. Kind of, the little stuff. Recirculated air, outside air. You have multiple charging ports in this car, so you have a 12 volt, a USB port, and then another USB port. And then you have your wireless charger right there, which your phone can stand up in. And then if this little guy's in orange, it will tell you that it's on. So while we're kind of looking at this, you have your heated seats and your air conditioned seats. So right there in the same, down for air conditioned, up for heated. Heated steering wheel, drive mode wheel, and then your passenger controls as well. You have your auto hold, which I'm a big fan of, electronic parking brake. You have your camera view, so if I press that, you're going to see it's going to activate the camera, which is kind of cool. And then you have your forward parking sensors. Got your standard kind of gear shifter here, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then your sport, kind of your manual mode there, where you can put it into drive, pop the lever to the left, and go kind of like in your manual transmission, go up gears, down gears, all that kind of good stuff. Panoramic sunroof, can't not show this guy. So just press that button back toward your back passengers. It will open the glass. It goes all the way back to your back passengers. You can manipulate this however you want. It takes a little getting used to touching it the right way, just to make the partition go back by itself without actually opening the glass. You can actually raise it for air right there, and then just let some air in, or just close the whole thing. And actually you could stop it, so if you don't want your back passengers to have some sun and just you guys up front, you can do that too. But just a touch of a button and you can just play with it. Again, I love this wood finish. I'm a big fan of that. Couldn't be more happier with that. And then you have your big cubby space there for your books and then whatever you want to put in there. But pretty decent sized cubby space. Can't complain with that. And you should have dual mirrors. Yep, there's a mirror. Dual mirrors with a light. So you got your little vanity there. You have your interior lighting, so you should just be able to swipe and then it turns on, swipe again and it turns off. You can also just press it, but where's the fun in that? You want to swipe it. Your info button, UVO, which again is your Kia Connect, so that'll do that. And then you have your roadside assistance emergency call button right there. Super cool. Again, this video is going to go a little bit longer than usual just because there's a lot of stuff in this car, and they're really cool. They are really fun to drive. Like I said, it's a hybrid between a Stinger and a K5. So let's just do a quick little demonstration here. Like, super responsive. Like, the second I hit the accelerator, I am just going. And I'm just gonna go around the block real quick. If the K5 is a little bit too big for you and you wanted something smaller, the Kia Forte I think is the next best car. Personally, I kind of like the Kia Forte myself, just because, sometimes you don't need a big sedan. You just need something small, something sporty. It's just you and maybe one other person, and that's just something that is easy to have. But man, this thing handles curves like you wouldn't believe. Super responsive. Just hugs these, this curve. Not horrible at all. And then the brakes, very responsive. Turning on the blinker. We're just gonna come down at this light. Get in this quick little turn lane, and then I'm gonna give it some gas. And there we go. I like it. I'm a fan. We actually, believe it or not, if you watch some of my other videos, I'm always saying how we don't have any cars. We actually have a lot of cars right now. I just got a truck in of like 7 Sportages. I'm sorry, not Sportages, Sorrentos. I have a Carnival, I have a Soul, I have a Stinger. I have a couple of Sportages that are sold, and then I have 2 K5s. The red one actually sold this morning, and then this one. So really in like 3 days, we've gotten 2 trucks, and I would say half of those vehicles are been sold, but the other half are open, which ironically we don't really have that experience that often. I'm gonna go ahead and back this up and park it in. But no, Kias are kind of just flying off the shelf right now, which I believe in our product, so I'm a big fan. And I guess the rest of the world is catching up. But if you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching, and I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and again, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys down at the dealership. Thanks, guys.